My name's Eli.
And I'm Tara, and we're the Carr family.
And this is our story. Before we moved to Ohio, we lived just outside of St. Louis, Missouri. We dated for quite a while before we got married and everything. And then we really were seeking the Lord, as far as what he wanted to do. And then we ended up, deciding to move to Cleveland. When we first moved here, neither of us had jobs lined up. It was really a big step of faith. We had limited funds in the bank account, but we kind of felt like this is where God wanted us to be. It took us a lot longer than we planned on it taking for us to find a job. We racked up a lot of credit card debt, and just overall debt. Fell really behind on a lot of our bills.
We weren't really sure how to get enough money to put gas in our tanks to get to work. Our pantry was empty more than it was full. Things were really very, very stressful for that first year. We even took steps at one point to file for bankruptcy. We were just really at that point.
Through the whole story, we were looking for a church while we were here, and we really wanted to find that place. We wanted to find a church that, would help us be in our sweet spot, so to say. And we found Journey. We
thought that first Sunday we were going to sneak in the back and just take it all in and then leave and decide what we thought, maybe come back another time, but no, they weren't going to let us get away with that at all. And everyone was coming up and talking to us. We just started to feel like we actually had a family here. Not too long after that, the Moment Makers series at Journey went on, and we kind of just were really blown away at that point by not only did Journey talk about doing good things in the community, but they were actually using the resources they got to really touch people's lives, and that made us feel like we need to start giving to the church. I'm like, we can't even afford food. How are we supposed to afford giving money to Journey? But we did, and things really started to turn around from there.
So it was about 6 or 7 months that we were being obedient to God, and God just was continuing to work. And we started taking a War on Debt class that Journey held. Some of the little things in there really started stirring my heart a little bit, and I felt like God had already kind of been talking to me about, I think it's time to move up a little bit, but I was just like, nope, not right now. It's not possible, but I felt like God spoke a specific number to me, and I was just sitting there like, what? No, that wasn't God. There's no way that was God, thinking that there's no way, He's seen, my checkbook. He knows what, is going on there. And so, I talked with her about it.
He came to me and he's like, we need to start giving more, because we were kind of just giving a very small amount to start with. And he's like, we need to actually start tithing fully. And I started crying. I was like, how are we going to do that? That's so much more money. That's just not possible. And the very next month, that very first month that we did, Eli ended up getting a whole bunch of overtime at work, and it ended up almost to the dollar being the exact same amount we had given. And then the following month, he came into some extra work on a more regular basis that was, again, to the dollar, the amount that we had increased our money by.
I think that at this point, we look back over the last few years, and God has just done unimaginable things for us.
He really does have our back, and he's going to be there with us every step of the way, because where I was terrified and crying and felt like there was no way that this could even work, he came through in a big way for us.
It's really not about the dollar amount, it's about, is your heart in the right place? And while, you may feel weird, if it was $5 or 1% or 2% or 5%, just start somewhere.
And not only that, but you can be scared. It's okay to be scared. You're gonna be scared, but do it anyways, because he will come through. He did for us in ways that we didn't think were possible, and it's worth it. It really is.
Well, that's it. We're the Carr family.
And we're all in.